gather from coast to coast to mourn the loss of a legend. Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest and most popular figures in the history of the game, killed in a helicopter crash, along with his young daughter and 7 others.
There were no survivors.
The sports world, stunned.
Basketball will never be the same ever again.
Tonight he's remembered not only for the mark he made on the court, but for the man he was at home.
It feels like you just lost a superhero.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. We begin with that loss that extends far beyond Los Angeles.
Right now, the entire world is reacting to the shocking news that Kobe Bryant's life has been tragically cut short at the age of 41.
We have team coverage on the crash investigation and also tributes across the country. Let's begin with Otis Livingston with a look back at his life. Otis?
Christina Maurice, so many times during his playing days as a Los Angeles Laker, Kobe Bryant's skill and competitiveness left us speechless. The same can be said of the tragic events today. I'm speechless. Hopefully this look back at his life and career can help define who he was.
I decided to skip college and take my time to the NBA.
A brash 17-year-old Kobe Bryant announcing to the world that he was confident enough to play with the big boys in the NBA. A draft day trade took him from Charlotte to the bright lights of Los Angeles and one of the most recognized franchises in all of sports, the Lakers. And in a city of stars, Kobe quickly took his place among them. He enjoyed a 20-year career that featured 18 All-Star Game appearances, winning MVP 4 times, 11 times All-NBA First Team, 9-time All-Defensive First Team. He won 5 NBA titles and was the NBA Finals MVP twice. When he retired, he was 3rd on the NBA's all-time scoring list, only getting passed last night by LeBron James. Kobe's final tweet was one of congratulations to LeBron, continuing to move the game forward, King James. Much respect, my brother. Kobe became the first player in NBA history to have 2 different numbers retired by the same team.
Thank you guys so much. I love you. Mamba out.
He scored 81 points in a single game in 2006 and scored 60 points in his final game in 2015. But it may have been this image after tearing his Achilles tendon during the 2013 season that signified what a competitor Bryant was. He limped to the free throw line and sank both free throws before leaving the court.
Don't ever question the heart, the emotion, the grit, the tenacity of that guy.
Kobe redefined himself after hanging up the sneakers. He became an Oscar Award winner for his best animated short film, Dear Basketball. A 6-minute poem illustrated just what the game meant to him. Bryant was a hero and mentor to many of today's players, including Kyrie Irving, who was excused from playing in tonight's game against the Knicks. But it was his role as father that he was most proud of.
The perception of the way I am on the court is the way I am off the court. It's 2 completely different things, man. 2 completely different things. I mean, I can be an absolute teddy bear at home with my family, with my kids.
Kobe Bryant, dead at the age of 41. Kobe and Gianna Bryant are survived by Kobe's wife, Vanessa, and the couple's 3 other daughters. There were 7 additional people on the helicopter that perished, and their families need our prayers as well. We'll have much more coming up later on in sports. Christina Maurice.
Okay, Otis, does not seem real.
And the tributes continue to pour in.
Especially emotional tonight at NBA games, including one here at home. CBS 2 Scott Rappaport live at the Garden with that part of the story. Scott.
Reaction here outside the Garden where the Knicks and Nets played tonight, one of shock and disbelief. And not just here, it's virtually everywhere. On the marquee outside the world's most famous arena tonight, the horrible news conveyed in a stark, haunting black and white tribute, the death of Kobe Bryant.
The whole city's hurt. My mom would just call me, ask me about, did you hear about Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bryant? Everybody in the city's just shocked. Basketball will never be the same ever again.
Earlier today, the NBA lost one of the greatest to ever play the game.
A poignant moment of silence in San Antonio before the Spurs-Raptors game. And during the game, both teams honored Kobe by taking a 24-second shot clock violation in honor of the number 24 worn by the Black Mamba, a scene repeated at Madison Square Garden.
You're going to take a 24-second violation in honor of number 24, Kobe Bryant.
Where players and coaches on the Knicks and Nets remembered Kobe with tremendous respect and heavy hearts.
Superman's not supposed to die. And to us, he was Superman.
Brooklyn Nets coach Kenny Atkinson, clearly emotional.
As an organization, we're devastated. Our players are devastated.
The story and sadness has transcended basketball, rocking the entire world of sports.
Unbelievably sad, and one of the more tragic days that I think, well, for me, it's the reality just kind of sitting in because I was just told probably about 5 minutes ago.
Social media blowing up tonight with the news of Kobe's death and the death of his daughter. Michael Jordan, who Kobe was most often compared with, saying in a statement, "Words can't describe the pain I'm feeling. I loved Kobe. He was like a little brother to me." Bryant's championship teammate Shaquille O'Neal tweeting, "I'm sick right now." And NBA great Dwayne Wade agonizingly posted this tearful tribute on Instagram.
It seems like a bad dream. That you just want to wake up from. It's a nightmare.
Brooklyn Nets star Kyrie Irving was so upset upon hearing the news he left Madison Square Garden early. He did not play in tonight's game. It has truly been that kind of a story. Live at the Garden tonight, Scott Rappaport, CBS 2 News.
We understand that, Scott. Thank you.
Well, the helicopter carrying Bryant and 8 others went down in Calabasas, California, about 30 miles northwest of downtown Los Angeles, an area that's difficult to access.
The NTSB is now beginning its investigation into the cause of this crash. CBS 2's Christina Fan live now in our newsroom with more on that. Christina?
Well, Christina Maurice, we have learned that the pilot actually asked for special permission to fly despite the heavy fog blanketing the area that time of day. And audio from air traffic controllers show that conditions were deteriorating at that time. You can see smoke rising from this steep hillside where a helicopter carrying Kobe Bryant and 8 others crashed. As firefighters rushed to extinguish the fire, rescuers from the sky looked for survivors, but there were none.
Here we have approximately 1 acre. We do have 1 copter down with medium brush. We do have smoke.
The helicopter went down around 9:45 a.m. Pacific time, about 30 miles northwest of Los Angeles. There was extremely low visibility, the conditions foggy and cloudy. Witnesses say they saw the chopper struggling.
I felt like it was flying way too low, and then all of a sudden I hear like a thud noise, and then there was nothing.
Investigators are still trying to figure out if weather played a factor. This flight path shows the chopper circling several times around Glendale.
Copy that. We'll maintain special VFR. Copy to request.
You can hear the pilot requesting special visual flight rules that allow the flight to operate under reduced visibility. Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter, a rising basketball star herself, were believed to be flying to a basketball game when the chopper crashed. Also among the victims, Orange Coast College baseball coaching legend John Altobelli. He, his wife, and daughter were all on board. A few hours ago, Costa Mesa's mayor confirming another fatality, a local girls basketball coach, Christina Mauser. And officials just wrapped up a press conference a few minutes ago. They said it may take the coroner's office several days to recover the bodies because of that steep hillside. Reporting live from the newsroom, Christina Fan, CBS 2 News.
Christina, thank you.
Kobe Bryant attended high school in a Philadelphia suburb.
And that community is mourning his passing tonight, calling Bryant one of the school's most illustrious alumni.
Mr. Bryant's connection to Lower Merion High School, where he played basketball prior to joining the NBA, has raised the profile of our high school and our district throughout the world. Our school community will always be grateful for his ongoing generosity to his alma mater.
The NBA superstar dedicated the Kobe Bryant Gymnasium at the school and supported the boys and girls basketball teams. And it was supposed to be a celebration of art and music at the Staples Center tonight.
And as fans of Kobe Bryant flock there in search of solace, the 62nd Annual Grammy Awards became part of that tribute. CBS 2's Jessica Moore in studio now with the highlights. Jessica.
Christina Maurice, it was a celebration tinged with sadness as music's biggest night paid tribute to a legend taken too soon.
We're literally standing here heartbroken in the house that Kobe Bryant built.
Grammys host Alicia Keys fighting back tears as she addressed the crowd at the top of tonight's show.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
She brought the crowd to tears, joined on stage by Boys to Men. Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton followed that up with a powerful performance of Nobody But